This is going to be a description of how to maintain the pool 423 Lake Forest. This is 2013 July. I had made a video but it didn't work for some reason, so I'm going to go through a bunch of pictures. You can see the cabana right here. The cabana itself is about 8 years old. We replaced the canopy about 5 years ago. Looked on the internet, found it, then went to Home Depot to their website with the ID number and replaced it. The screens are pretty much destroyed, but they're in the garage. You can see one of the skimmers, surface skimmers right there. There's another skimmer on the other side. The water goes into the pool here, here, and along the steps. Right here is what we call Herman. There's a flexible pipe that goes to a bottom cleaner. It's hydraulically driven. It's been replaced once in the last 15 years. When I replaced it, they cost about $600. For the last 8 years, I've been just buying pieces at the beginning of every summer, like screws or ball bearings or joints or pieces. So it's been cheaper to maintain it rather than buy a new piece every 5 years. You can see the skimmer, one's there, surface skimmer, another skimmer's there. Right there's the intake, or the pipe to Herman. Herman goes around the whole pool. This is the pump assembly. The heating unit has never been used, and recently it started leaking, so I just bypassed it right here. You can see the pump right here. It's been replaced this year, back in June 2013. It's about $600, so it's brand new, and it's located right here. Way in the back here is Herman's pump. The control for both pumps is right here. This is the timer for Herman. This is a sand filter. There's sand inside here, so the water comes up in, the sand filters it, and then it goes out. So basically the water comes in, into the pump, up into here, through the sand, out through a chlorinator, and back to the pool. This is a close-up. You can see the pump for Herman. That's the bottom cleaner. You can see the new pump, or the old pump right here. It's now located over here. You can see the chlorinator right here. And just in case I don't see it later on, that's the adjuster. Put it on about 4. These are the pipes. These are coming from the pool up. These two are going down. This, I believe, is the water intake from the bottom of the pool. These are from both the skimmers. Like I said, these are going back to the pool. I believe this one is the stairs, and these are the 2 side jets. The only time you really need these are if you get advanced and you want to stop the water from draining back, you can stop them. Or sometimes when you want to prime Herman's pump, you close these off, and it primes Herman a little faster. This is the stairs. There's jet here and here. This is the fuse box. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember right now, but I'm pretty sure this is for the main pump. This is for Herman. I've forgotten. I don't think these are connected to anything, and that might be for the heater. Down here, way to the bottom right, is an outlet. It's a ground fault. It mostly is used for the light in the pool. So if the light in the pool ever shorts out, you'll see that the outlet that's down here has been tripped. Now you have to look at this, but the key with this is that there's normal operation on the other side. There is backwash, Then there's winter use, and there's other ones. The only two you really need is normal and backwash. First, what you do is you want to clean the filter. This is all about cleaning the filter. That's all the big thing about these pools is clean the filter. You switch off the pump. Then you flip that adjuster valve from normal use to filter, turn back on the pump, and after about 20 seconds water starts coming out. At first it will be slightly brown or maybe very brown. Do it about every week until you get used to it. But the key is you wait for maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, letting the water come out until it becomes semi-clear. Sometimes it's a lot bubbly and it's no problem. And you turn back on, or turn off the pump. You flip this back to normal. Then you turn it back on, and the thing is going normal. Right here, this is the pump. Right there, this little insert, that's the water comes from the pool, goes into this trap, and then it goes in the pool. This gets dirty occasionally. Use your hands to pop it open. You clean it and you put it back on. Don't use any equipment. Don't use any tools to do it. You might want sometimes when you turn off the water to turn off the two valves that go into the pump. Then you open it up, because what happens is that the water will drain back in the pool. When you turn the pump back on, it may take 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 minutes for the pump to prime. So the key is turn off the pump, turn these two valves off, pop this, clean the basket, put it back on, pop it with your hand, then turn on the valves and turn the pump back on. This doesn't need to be cleaned that much. Right, located right here, which is this right here, is a chlorinator. You can see it right here. Fill it up with chlorine tablets. A lot of times what I do is I just let the pump continue flowing, and there's confirmation that the water is trying to get into here, and that the thing is working, because water will come out. Put the cap back on. Make sure that you don't mess up the O-ring. But you can see how it's coming out right now. This is a 3-inch tablets to the top. So now you just replace it, or you can turn it off momentarily, put the cap back on. There's a valve down here, or a indicator. Do it about 4. Put it at 4. Now, buy it in bulk. These things, they're chlorine and they can get really stinky. This is the bag. There's a bunch of 3-inch. Whatever you do, always remember to put the top back on. If it rains, you're not going to necessarily ruin them, but the problem is after it rains, water gets inside here. You close the cap, but you still want to use it. When you come back and you open it up, the chlorine gas will just overwhelm you. So you got to remember, if you've made the mistake of leaving the water or letting rainwater get into the tub, you have to be real careful, because it's going to be generating fumes. Just don't do it. This right here is for pH and chlorine. I can tell you right now, every 3 days, check the chlorine. Make sure there's always chlorine in the pool. You can sometimes smell it, you get used to it. Don't let it go to 0, because then you'll start getting cloudy water. You have to bring the water a sample to Oasis pools on Halls Ferry. They're going to go through, give you a bunch of chemicals. It might cost you $80–100 to clean the water. Every 3 days, make sure the chlorinator has chlorine. Check it if you want, but guaranteed, if the water chlorine gets too low, you're going to get some algae. You're going to get just a little bit amount. The water's going to get cloudy. If you let it go too long, it becomes slippery in the bottom, and even if you dump a lot of chlorine into the pool, you can't get it back. Calcium, the purpose of calcium is to keep the liner from going bad. And by the way, the liner is about $5,000 and it was replaced last year, so it's brand new. You'll find a tub. Whenever someone helps us with our pool on vacation, the instructions in there explain how to do it. It's getting a little old, but you'll be able to see it. And I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, everything's on the internet. You can find out how to buy pieces for the Herman. You can find how to. There's nothing unusual about this pump system, and it doesn't take long to figure out how to use it.